Hi, it's Ked here with another episode of Ked's VHS Corner. This time around I'll be talking about tapes released by both RCA Columbia Pictures Video and Columbia TriStar Home Video. But first, here's a little brief history. In 1978, film studio Columbia Pictures partnered with radio and electronics company RCA to establish the home video distribution division known as RCA Columbia Pictures Video, releasing a back catalogue of movies made by Columbia for the home video market. Throughout the 80s, RCA Columbia Pictures Video were proven to be one of the most successful video outlets owned by a mainstream studio, alongside Warner Home Video, CBS, Fox, and so on. When some of their newer films didn't do well at the cinema box office, they were sure to do a little better when released on video a few months later. Some of Columbia's big budget blockbuster films, such as Ghostbusters, fetched an even bigger sum at video rental shops than at cinemas, even though the film itself did quite well at box offices worldwide. In 1989, Sony International bought Columbia Pictures and its other division studio, TriStar Pictures, also owning RCA Columbia Pictures Video. RCA, however, still stayed on as the co-distributor of the home video division until late 1991. After that, RCA Columbia was re-established as Columbia TriStar Home Video. In 1990, Sony brought out what is known as a sister video company to RCA Columbia Pictures Video in the form of 2020 Vision, which would release independent low-budget films as well as the usual big Hollywood titles until 1996. Now, I don't own any titles by 2020 Vision, but who knows, maybe someday I'll come across some in my travels. So let's have a look at what I own in my RCA Columbia Pictures and Columbia TriStar VHS collection. Well, we'll start off with the only pre-cert release I have from the Silver Series, 10 Rillington Place, which is based on a true story. The true story of John Reginald Christie, the monster who turned his backyard into a burial ground. This actually happened around the mid-40s, I think. It stars John Hurt, Richard Attenborough and Judy Geeson. Very good film, 1971 production, video release 1982. Tapes to be returned by 7:30 or a fine will apply. Good old days of video rental. Next we have A Soldier Story, directed by Norman Jewison, who directed the original Rollerball from 1975, and he also directed Fiddler on the Roof, if I'm not mistaken. See A Soldier Story, you'll be shocked. Film release 1984, video release 1986. Now, this is one of my favourite science fiction films. Saw this growing up in the 80s. Tom Selleck in Runaway, directed by the late Michael Crichton. Fantastic film. Also stars Gene Simmons, lead singer of Kiss. Here's the back of it. Film release 1984. Video release 1985. Here's a quick look at the tape. White Nights, starring Gregory Hines and Mikhail Baryshnikov. This film was released in 1985, I think. Video release 1986. This is a very good film. Haven't seen it in ages. I might watch it again. Had the tape for years. Daryl, about a kid who's actually a robot, android, cyborg. He can't be kept a secret any longer. This came out in 1985. Video release, come on, focus. Video release 1986. Very good film. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. Next up is The Rift, an underwater sci-fi horror adventure film from director J.P. Simon, who also directed Slugs. The danger below is now the danger within. It's quite good for those who haven't seen it but have seen films like Leviathan or James Cameron's The Abyss. Will probably be interested in this. Okay, two martial arts movies starring Cynthia Rothrock, Angel of Fury, and the other is Honor and Glory. Angel of Fury is a combination of action, cliche plot, and real cheesy acting throughout. Honor and Glory was directed by Godfrey Ho under the pseudonym of Godfrey Hall. Video release for both Angel of Fury and Honor and Glory were 1993. Dead Sexy, starring Shannon Tweed, is an erotic thriller in the tradition of Basic Instinct. Dead Sexy also stars Flash Gordon himself, Sam Jones. Film release was 2000, video release was 2001. Identity, a pretty stylish psychological thriller starring John Cusack, Ray Liotta, John McGinley from Scrubs, and Amanda Peet. Film release 2003 and video release also 2003. The 13th Floor is actually quite a good sci-fi film produced by Roland Emmerich, who brought us Stargate, Universal Soldier, Independence Day, and the 1998 Godzilla. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Next time we'll be looking at a couple of VHS tapes I own released by CBS Fox Video, another mainstream label. Until next time, thanks for watching and take care.